So one of the less sexiness things here within the software development lifecycle is probably the fourth bullet right here. This flippin' change management. If you're like me, you kind of see this as a necessary evil and probably one of the most important things in anything, engineering, right? Not just software engineering, but systems engineering, hardware engineering. We need to know who is making changes to our product and when they are making product changes. Now, without that, oftentimes we can get ourselves in trouble. Well, what does that mean? That means that typically with the change management system, you need to have things in place like development methodologies, things like Scrum or Agile development, if you're not familiar with that, like getting together on a daily basis and talking about what did you do yesterday, what are you doing today, and were there any obstacles. You see things like maturity models like CMMI or EAL, not to be confused with EA, it's in the game, but the EAL level, right? The assurance level for each one of them. So CMMI is the maturity model, and the EAL is the assurance level. Those are two things that we'll talk a little bit more about. But really, when it comes to fruition, when your project comes to fruition, it gets into this thing that's called the operation and maintenance mode, the O&M, right? Sometimes you hear people say production. And having the change management in place really keeps the honest person honest. You get in and you make sure that it has the approvals necessary in order to be able to integrate it into development throughout the life cycle of the project. So it's kind of interesting whenever you talk about different change management products out there. Remedy, Support Magic, Jira, Vantive. Some people even use SharePoint, for change management. Just things that can approve different changes, and a way to track it is probably the best practice out there.